thank you all so much for being here, and it's going to be amazing. Liz has a great presentation prepped for all of you, so just, I think, Liz, we'll just wait a few minutes, let all the stragglers in,
Sure.
and then we can get started. But
it's great to see a couple of folks. I've seen some names of people I've emailed with, but I haven't had a chance to see faces or meet. So this is great.
yeah, this whole industry is like I think a pretty awesome tight-knit community, right? So we all sort of know each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
One thing we always like to do, if everyone please maybe type in the message box, hello and where you're from, like I think that's always fun. So I'll kick things off in Toronto. We're having good weather for once. It seems like spring is maybe finally here in Canada, but hi, Kayla.
All right. So Kristen, you're
Hello,
my
everyone.
I'm both a wolf pack and a Tar Heel. So I'm so excited that you're in Raleigh.
Yeah, I'm right here in Moore Square. So
Beautiful.
it's so beautiful today. It's like 72 degrees. It's really beautiful, really nice.
That is awesome. Normally, like people like, Liz, you're in Florida. And I'm like, but not, I mean, in the summer, it's not great here. That looks lovely in North Carolina.
Yeah,
It is. I'm sending nice weather to everyone.
I could use some of that.
Nice weather and good vibes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Seems like people are still showing up, so maybe we'll wait another minute or two. Oh, we got the whole My Girl Friday team showing up. Pretty solid. Hey, Judine. And there's still someone else showing up.
Very cool.
Cool. I guess we'll just wait one more minute and then we can kick things off. Hey, come on, that's not enough messages. Everyone's got to introduce themselves. Jillian. Oh, if you're in the car, then I guess you're excused. Hi, Lisa, Eleanor, Caitlin. Hey. Okay, I think we'll get started. So thanks everybody for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here. It's good to see all of you, and yeah, super excited to introduce Liz. I imagine many of you already know her, but she's the founder of the U.S. Nanny Institute, and she's also an active member of the U.S. Nanny Association. And today she's going to be teaching us all about how to elevate the talent inside of our nanny agencies, and as a way to build more trust and confidence, both with your current and potential clients. And yeah, I know Liz will talk about this in more detail, but just very briefly, the U.S. Nanny Association it's a national trade organization that sets industry standards and issues industry certifications. And the Nanny Institute is a post-secondary professional trade school that trains nannies and sitters. And neither of these organizations is a job placement or a staffing agency, but really just dedicated to making the industry so much better for all of us. So Yeah, I'll take it away, Liz.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, he's absolutely right. I highly respect, admire, and love what you guys do. I'm not a job placement expert. My name is Elizabeth Malson. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Engine Hire, for supporting us and giving us this opportunity. I'm gonna start by sharing who I am in the nanny industry, right? We all have the lingo. We all know the lingo. I'm executive mom. So my story is I have 2 master's degrees. I work in global pharmaceuticals and medical device leading global marketing teams. But I'm also a single mom. And so when I had my kid, I said, no problem. I got this. God, I was so cute and naive, right? I was like, I'll get a nanny. It'll be great. How adorable. I lived in Los Angeles and there was a college across the street from me. And I had the most amazing experience and I love and respect. And the nanny was a part of my family and I paid her well, but I was still naive. I didn't know. And then I got moved to Florida and there was no amount of money that could get me a good nanny here. And so I said, okay, I'll do what I do with my marketing people. I'll find somebody eager and junior in their career and I'll pay to get them trained and I'll work with them. And then I found there was no nanny college or no program. And then I was like, okay, well, there's an association that's going to have standards and it'll help me know what's a sitter and what's a nanny and what's a professional nanny. And I couldn't find that either. And I had this moment where I was standing in New York and I called the daycare and I said, how's my kid doing? I have a new nanny. And she goes, your kid didn't show up today. So I called the nanny and I'm like, what's going on? Didn't answer the phone. So I'm literally on the police doing an Amber Alert when my nanny finally gets found by an officer and says, oh, I just didn't feel like taking him into work today and forgot to tell her. That moment, I decided to try to be a part of the solution. And that's what the Nanny Institute and that's what the U.S. Nanny Association is to me. So I'm going to share you guys a little bit about that. I'm going to start with the association. The association is nonprofit. It's run 100% by volunteers. We do not yet have the nonprofit status. We're working on it. We're only 3 years old. We're growing. But the goal of the association, as was shared in the introduction, is to try to bring another option, another way to support the community. I've met so many people in the industry. They're amazing. There's tons of people doing tons of amazing things. And our goal is to work with as many people as we can to do our part. So this is the U.S. Nanny Association. We serve parents, childcare providers, agencies, businesses. We focus on the U.S. because we feel it's important to communicate our base. Our base is U.S. cultures and customs and law. And we share that because that's just our point of view. We welcome everyone. We have tons of international nannies who are part of our organization, who volunteer in our organization. But we think childcare is very cultural, and being honest about what that looks like and how that's different is part of what we do. But we just say this is our point of view. So we're going to be a fact-based organization anchored on U.S. culture, customs, and laws. And that's just our point of view. So we just put that out there. We have national nanny standards that we have published that define what a nanny is, what a newborn care is, and what a professional nanny is, and those skill sets. We have certification programs. I'll tell you about those. We have an online conference. I'm so excited that we have 40 seminars in Spanish, 40 seminars in English, and we'll have 10 seminars in Spanish in our online conference. We do webinars that are shared on Facebook and social media so people can get access to webinars. We do advocacy, engagement, community resources. And the most impactful thing we have when you join as a member, we have over 150 resources in our digital library and over 100 webinars that we've recorded that people can go to our library if they're a member and see. And so we just want to be a professional trade. There's nothing secret here. We came together as a big group of all of us that I met when I started coming into the nanny industry. And we looked at other professional trades and we said, what do they do that elevates their trade as a profession that we should mirror and copy so that we help elevate nannies to that same level of professional trade and kind of differentiate from sitter. So there's a lot of things we do. I'm going to focus today on certification because I know you guys want practical things that drive your business. And so let's talk about the certification programs. They're based on standards. So you're going to learn in the second half of this. I built the nanny trade school. I know education. I have faculty and all that stuff. And so we built it all on these national standards. They're based on the CDA programs, the NACI programs, the American Association of Pediatrics. They line up to all of those associate and bachelor degree programs in colleges. And we've divided them as the industry kind of likes it in nanny, newborn and infant, and professional. You can see on the right-hand side, there's actually 8 different standards, or sorry, 8 different categories, and they are very, very clear about the skills you need. You need to understand child development milestones. You need to be able to identify appropriate nutritional things for children of different ages. I think all in all, there's like 16 pages that really define what the industry sees as valuable skills. And so that's published out there, and other educational organizations are now building training and are referencing and asking permission to reference and align to these published standards. And we're very, very excited about that. So let's talk about what's out there. There are certifications out there that just require an exam. I actually went to a website where if I pay $10, I could just input my name and like download a certified nanny thing. Like it's brutal, right? That's how unregulated. And I don't have to tell you guys this, you guys know, people can just create in Word documents or PowerPoint or Canva. There's all this stuff out there. But we looked at other professional trades, and they required high school diploma, they require training, they require experience, they require an industry set of standards, and they require an exam. And so that's what we modeled it from. So what are they? We have 3 certifications. And why does this matter to you? I want all of you guys, if you see one of these certifications, to say, that's a nanny and I know where they fit in my agency. If somebody comes in and says they're a certified U.S. Nanny Association certified professional nanny, they're at least 21 years old, they've shown us their high school diploma or GED. At the time they were certified, their CPR and first aid were submitted to us and were current. They've had 50 hours of professional childcare training. They have at least 3 years of experience. At the time they got certified, they submitted a copy of their background check, and they passed our exam, which tested them on those published national standards. So if you see a U.S. Nanny Association certified nanny, I want you to know that I hope that's somebody you want to have in your agency. Same thing with newborn and infant care. You have to have those age requirements. You have to have the experience. You have to have the training and pass the exam. The certified nanny, these are the people who are early in your career. And they're going to, by having this certification, they're going to communicate to you they're committed because they went through this process. And there are committed nannies and non-committed nannies. This one might be early in their career because they only have a year of experience. But by doing this, they've shown to you they're committed to being a childcare provider. And the more you guys, if you're interested, adopt these programs, adopt these certifications, the win you can get is you can then put on your website, we have certified professional nannies. And you can differentiate what you're doing in your market, and you can easily communicate this to your families, your clients. That's what we want to do for the industry and what we want to do for you. So why certify your nannies? Guys, it's going to elevate your talent. It creates a career path. So if you get that person on the phone who says, hey, I've been a babysitter, I'm 18 years old, I want to come to the agency. And you're like, hey, you're fantastic, but you don't quite meet our requirements. Tell them to go get certified. Instead of saying, I'm sorry, I can't help you, you can say, hey, look, I'm excited for you. Go get this training and certification and then come back to me, and you can build your own talent pool. And it's a different experience for those nannies that you may have to turn away. Your clients are going to see that you're aligned with an industry, you've got published standards, you're investing in training and development. It's very public. And you guys know it's a word of mouth business. And that can really help differentiate in different markets. How much does it cost? Guys, this is affordable. The U.S. Nanny Association is run by all volunteers. We use every dollar we get to pay our costs, and then we circle it back into the business. And that's in our bylaws. And we have somebody on our board who's a lawyer who ensures we follow our bylaws. It's affordable. It's $299. And that literally covers the cost of the actual human to do the work to verify the documentation. These certification programs are in English and Spanish. And we do know that there's a Hispanic part of the community that does not have a high school diploma or a GED, but they meet all of the other requirements. So we have 2 things that are called specialists, the nanny specialist and the newborn specialist. Same qualifications, just letting people who didn't graduate high school have an opportunity to get certified. But it's all $299. We have a website. So parents and you can go say, hey, look, I'm sending you, these people, this is your nanny. Here's the website. You can see on the US Nanny Association that they're certified. Done. And then they're renewed every 3 years. So guys, nannies come in, nannies go out. Some are committed, some are doing it for just a summer. That's okay. We have room for everyone. But we looked at other professional trades, and continuing education and 3-year renewal is part of that standing up and creating credibility for an industry and a trade. So we have the same thing, 20 hours of continuing education, renew every 3 years. And then we know who's in and maybe who's transitioned to other career options. All right, we have lots of partners. We want to partner with you guys. We want to partner with everybody we can. And we're inclusive. Whether it's as a member, whether it's for referrals, because people call us constantly, I need your certified nannies. I'm like, well, here's our partners. Go talk to these folks. They're our partners. This is who we work with. Or these are the people who are participating in our program. We love to do so we're not a staffing agency. It's not in our scope. We work with partners for that employment piece. And why join? So what's it cost? For your nannies to join, it's $45 a year. Again, it's paying our infrastructure costs, and they get access to the 100 webinars, the digital library. They get a discount for our annual online conference. They can put their logo that they're a member on their CVs, things like that. They get discounts from our partners. And we have, discounts on background checks, discounts on all kinds of stuff. You guys as business members, it's $325 a year. You get put on our website with your name and a backlink, which helps your SEO. You get put in our newsletter or email. You get a social media post. You can put our, that org business member as a trust symbol on your website. You can offer discounts and promotions. You can do a webinar. You can write a blog. You can write in our newsletter and promote what you're doing and why what you're doing is interesting. And then right now for this year, you're going to see we're redoing our website. We're constantly, as we get more money, we just keep putting it into our infrastructure. And right now we're starting to add feature videos so that not only do you get your logo and your agency, you can put in a little video of you talking about who you are and what you do and why you're different. And you guys can get 10% off the certification programs. So if you want to certify a whole bunch of nannies or 1 or 2 nannies and try it out, you guys can get a discount code. So that's my pitch for the Nanny Association. I'm at 15 minutes. I'm super excited. The other thing I am going to share with you.
1 second, Liz.
Yep.
I'll just stop you for a second. I'm just curious if anyone has any questions about anything shared about the association. Okay. Yeah, Katie, go ahead.
Hi, yes. I'm sorry, I'm outside. Is there any way I can get the structure and price in an email or something after this?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll send out a recording of this as well, and then we'll put you in touch with Liz, and then she can share all of the information from you.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'm sorry because I'm trying to do like a million things at once, and I'm gonna forget.
No worries. Kayla is also asking about getting the slide deck. Is that something you'll be able to share, Liz, and we can send it out to everybody?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to take out one of the slides just to make sure that I'm respecting our partners and not using them for promotion. So I want to take out that one slide, and then everything else is public domain. We can absolutely share it.
Perfect. So if you could share that, we'll send it out to all of you along with the recording. And yeah, Sarah, don't worry, we'll send you the recording and the slides too. So awesome. And if anyone has any questions, okay. Lisa has a question, Liz. Is the training material self-guided?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the training options for the 20 hours, 30 hours, 50 hours of training. For the U.S. Nanny Association credentials, it is self-guided in that we have published the standards. We have a trivia game. We have some practice tests. And we also have the option in English if you want to take a review class. You don't have to take the review class, but you can. And we have a review class in English for nanny certification and for professional nanny certification. And those are very affordable programs. So we want people to have the option to pick how they want to be trained, who they want to be trained by, and what level of investment they want to do in order to take the exam. They get 2 attempts at the exam. And so people are smart, right? They're taking the exam. And then if they're not passing it, they're then going to go do something and then come back and pass it the second time. But you cannot show up and not study and pass this exam. It is not a common sense exam. You're tested on what's in those standards. And people are finding that to be a big difference from other certification things they've done.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. I hope that answers your question, Lisa. Great. And Abby also had a question for you, Liz. Are the qualifications recognized worldwide?
So this is really interesting because, so the answer is yes. The U.S. Nanny Association, because we built it with our charter, we built it with our bylaws, we publish the national standards, we have a process to update those standards every year, and we've built everything the right way. It is aligned as a professional trade, but there's no organization out there except for the government that defines what a trade association is. It comes down to, is it built correctly and is it serving that industry correctly? And then by that definition, it is valid. So it's like who judges the judges or who polices the police. When you build a trade association, your guys' use and adoption of this has validated it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I hope that answers your question, Abby. We'll share Liz's contact info as well, so that everyone can, if you have any questions, you want to talk to her and find out more details. I know you'll be more than happy to. Awesome. Thank you everyone for your questions. If anyone has any more, please feel free to share them in the chat anytime. And yeah, sorry to interrupt you, Liz. I just thought it'd be a good kind of a break point between the two pieces.
Yeah. I
awesome.
And I apologize if my Wi-Fi is a little slow. I'm getting little blips. So I apologize if my screen share or my Wi-Fi isn't up to snuff. It usually is.
I think we're doing fine. So
great. So that's the association. I founded the association 2.5 years ago with a whole group of nannies that I met when I launched the trade school. And so I'm going to talk about that next. So I have 2 very different hats. I keep them very, very separate. And so if you want more information about the U.S. Nanny Association, that website is usnanny.org. You're going to see, not only do I keep them separate, but my background just changed because now I'm completely switching hats. I'm turning one off and one on. And I do that a lot when I talk about these 2 different opportunities. So what I want to talk to you guys now is how I first broke into the nanny industry. I shared that story of having nannies that I wanted to invest in training and I wanted to invest in development, and I didn't find a great option. And so I decided I would take my own money, my own time, and found a professional nanny trade school. And that's what I've done. And I'm so excited that this program is now 4 years old. We've won Stevie Awards. We've done amazing things, and the adoption of these programs has been an amazing, amazing thing to see. And we're constantly evolving. We just launched a class on the new CDC milestones. They announced those in February and blindsided all of us because we didn't know they were going to do that. 20 years, they stayed the same, and now all of a sudden they're different. And, in late April, our faculty launched a class, a 90-minute class on what those milestones are and what they mean for our industry. And so I'm excited to be a part of that. What you're going to see is there are 7 training programs at the Nanny Institute. Guys, people need to be able to pick what's going to fit for their career. It's not one size fits all, and that's okay. 10 hours of basic childcare training, $300. If you want to do e-learning facilitation, that of course came out of COVID. If you want to do newborn care, great. The program is a little different though, because when you do basic to intermediate to advanced to specialist to professional, the Nanny Institute is a professional trade school. It aligns just like a college. We get requests every day. I've been a nanny for 8 years. Can I skip to professional? The answer is no, because what you don't realize is what you don't know in basic, because this program is college level. So when you're taking emergency planning in basic, we consulted a SWAT commander who does, 10 minutes on what you need to do for active shooting. You don't know that you don't know that. And that's in our basic level program. And so this is different than what people have experienced before in the industry. So what's important for you? You don't do any of the work, right? The students sign up online. Within 30 minutes of them completing their enrollment form, all their classes upload. We have a best-in-class online learning management system. They take their classes online. It's automated. It's on demand. They have quizzes and worksheets that they do. They have practice tests and exams. And then as soon as they pass it, their certification gets automatically sent to them. It's at their own pace. They set their own schedule. It flexes with whatever work they're doing. When they sign up for a program, they have 3 months. And then what's different as well is we can send official transcripts. And so they'll get a transcript with their certification. For you guys and you guys alone, we do have in-person classes and custom programs. If you have 25 nannies or people that you want to train and you want to have one of our faculty fly out for the weekend and do a session, talk to us, we'll do it. But the cost of doing these weekends and one-offs is just too high for our faculty, because our faculty are a different skill set and a different cost point than other programs. So we really do focus online. We are not yet in Spanish. We're trying, but it's over 70 hours of video. And so we're struggling a little bit, and that's an opportunity for us to try to get Spanish. And so we're not where we want to be there. You can see the prices here. If they sign up for the professional level, it's $1,300. If they don't have that money, we do have a payment plan. You can buy the basic for $299 and then come back whenever you're ready and do intermediate for $299, come back, do the next 10 hours, advanced for $299. So we take those 50 hours and we break them into 10-hour chunks, and that's our payment plan. We're not allowed to do discounts, promotions, profit sharing because, and I'll explain why, because of our licensing. So before I do that though, what do we teach? These are the classes we teach. We have 10 to 50 hours of training. Every class has a study guide. That study guide they download and fill out as they watch the curriculum on demand. They have questions. They can type the question into the faculty member online. When they take all of those study guides and put them together, it's a big fat textbook. And I've seen photos of students who've gone through and they have their 3-ring binder and they're like, this is crazy. But that's what they get as a textbook. The curriculum is built by faculty. So it lines up to honestly, they all teach, a lot of them teach in the colleges, early childhood education classes, CDA classes, those are the faculty we got. But here are the classes: understanding children, children in the law, discipline, professionalism, stress management, newborn care, preschool, literacy, STEM, fitness, health, self-regulation, nutrition, parenting styles, baby sign language, sleep training. And we know different parts of the country have different people interested in Pickler or Rye or Montessori. We talk about change management. We talk about inclusion and diversity. We have a whole bunch of classes on job placement, how to write a resume, how to do interviews, how to find a job. And we say, go find an agency. How to negotiate your contracts. What are example work agreement contracts? We have all of this content laid out as a curriculum that's digestible. Here's how the Nanny Institute is different. It's all about who built your program and what experience do they have. We have over 30 faculty. Guys, 10 of these people were nannies at some point in their career. So yes, they're faculty. They meet the requirements to be a college professor because they're master's degree and at least 5 years of experience. Many of them have worked in daycares and a lot of them have been nannies. But you're going to see, they're all doctors, PhDs, master's degree. It's a requirement to be a faculty member. You can't, being a nanny is a requirement, but it's not our only requirement. So are we licensed and accredited? I'm completely transparent about this. We launched and we got licensed by the Florida Department of Education, Commissioner for Independent Education. Guys, in Florida, that's who runs trade schools and colleges. We went through that process. We got licensed. In COVID, they could not do our site visit. And so our license it's pending. And so we're in the process of renewing it. You're going to hear a lot about licensing and accreditation, and we're licensed globally, and we're licensed here, and we're licensed there. The truth of the matter is the US education system does not recognize international accreditation companies. And the only way to really build a formal nanny college is to go through the US post-secondary education system. And to my knowledge, we're the only one who is spending the time and the money to do this. Proper accreditation takes anywhere from 5 to 7 years. It's an application, it's a site check. They review our curriculum, they take our class. I have to do annual staff training. I have special training for my career officers. I have to have disability services. I actually have an admin office. I have so many things, an on-site audit. We get financial audits. We have to report metrics. We're trying to stand this up absolutely in the right way. And COVID's making it take us a little bit longer. So who are our students? Guys, they're 5 to 9 years of experience wanting to be a professional nanny, which I think is who you guys want. You know, they every day. Well, I have 9 years of experience. I have 5 years of experience. Can I skip to the end? And the answer is no, but you're our perfect student. You're the student who comes here, has an amazing experience, and then tells everybody else to come do this. It's worth the time and effort and energy. And going back to, we have to report. We have a 93 employment rate. This is one of the things we have to report, but we do not do placement. We partner with agencies. When families call me and whoa, are they calling us? They want to hire our graduates. We don't do employment. We work with partners. We have a 91% graduation rate. And guys, we have a lot of people internationally who are realizing this program, even though it's based on US laws and our curriculum and our customs. We have people who are signing up and taking the programs with English as a second language. And that is the Institute. And so that's how I broke into the nanny industry. I am executive mom. I know how to do marketing. I wanted to be a part of building something that could help provide opportunities for people who wanted the opportunities. I went out and I hired over 30 faculty members. I don't know how to do this, but I know how to bring people together and build something. And then if it's the right something, I can work with people like you to make it stronger, and then get feedback from you guys on what we need to improve so we can continue to grow and move things forward. So that's who I am and what I've done. And I hope this gives you options for what you can do in your agencies. Do you have a training program? Do you want a training program? Do you want to promote a training program? You know, that's the Institute. We're there for you. Do you need to differentiate? Is there a lot of competition? Do you want to have certifications? Do you want to have more trust or have a different brand experience in your communities? That's the association. And the association is also an opportunity for all of you guys to join and give back. I say it's run by volunteers. It is. We welcome people who want to use that platform in a positive way. And so we have tons of opportunities, and the association grows based on who raises their hand and says, I'm interested in doing webinars. And we're like, great, it's your platform, it's your association, go do webinars. Somebody raised their hand and said, I want to do this digital library. And that's how it got built. Somebody just wanted to do it. And so I'm excited to work with so many amazing people in our industry, because there really are a lot of amazing people. So let me know what questions you guys have. And thank you for the opportunity to share my journey, share the things I'm trying to bring that add value to our community.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Liz. I think all of the things you're doing for the industry are really, really amazing. And I think it's very, very needed, you know, to have the same level of rigor and for nannies to be considered and treated as professionals. I think this kind of thing is so, so critical. So thank you. And yeah, I know we'll be joining the US Nanny Association. So, I encourage everyone else to consider it as well. Yeah, does anyone have any questions that for Liz?
How determine which agencies to partner with or to refer families to when there are several agencies in the same area? This is easy to answer. We welcome everyone and we support everyone. So if somebody is calling the Institute, everybody who's a partner of the Institute in that area gets recommended. So we'll reply and say, these are our recommendations. We do recommend the local people over the national people, just because local people are dedicated to that space, but we'll just line item them out and say, these are our partners in your area. Here they are. We'll link them to a website. And it's the same thing with the association. We go to our association page. We have a pick. The way we do it on the association with our partners is we have an entire page that says how to pick an agency. And then we communicate that and we say why agencies are good. And then right underneath that, we list all of our agency partners. So then we would pick out the agency partners that are local, and then we would put underneath that the agency partners that are bigger, whether it's regional or national. And then we send them the link that says, if you want to learn how to pick an agency, here's some resources. And so we just have those standard emails built. And when we get them, we just plug and go. So hopefully that answers the question. We actively promote our partners, but we really want to do it in a fair way.
That makes sense. Does anyone else have any other questions?
And sorry, the same question, when it's families, we get the same thing with nannies too. Nannies are graduating. And when our nannies graduate, we have the opportunity to do, hey, thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed the program. If you ever have any questions, we're always here for you. And then we will tailor, hey, if you're looking for a job or when you're looking for a job, here's our partners in your area. So because we do not do employment, whether it's families, whether it's nannies, we always do who our partners are. I love what you guys do, but your job is not easy and I don't want it. I have enough with education. So yeah.
Amazing. I don't see any other questions. So yeah, thank you again, Liz. And thank you all so much for being here. I think just participating, and the more people we share all of this information with, the stronger the whole industry will be. So yeah, thanks again, everybody. And we'll send out all of the information with the slides and Liz's contact info and the recording. And so yeah, if anyone has any questions later on, I know Liz's door is always open. So awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. Have a great day. And yeah, we'll see everyone soon. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye.